That really is it. Actually, yeah.
Was that Chauncey Billups?
Oh no, boy, that's Allen Iverson, baby.
No.
Yeah. He was there all of 3 weeks.
Something else.
Well, it's because he lied to him.
He went to the Grizzlies. That was crazy.
Well, they lied to him. They lied to him. Said he wanted to get. We gonna give you a number. They're gonna give it. They're gonna give it to Rodney Stuckey. Man, get out of here.
Eastern Washington's finest, Ron. Washington, come on, Rodney Stuckey.
That was a lie. Hey, man, don't worry. We're gonna let you start. Now we're gonna have you go off the bench. And if you ever hear back strain going into the playoffs, the NBA playoffs, and they send them home for and they have a back strain out for the playoffs, that's a lie.
So that's
a lie.
Okay.
They just sent you home.
Back strain.
Yeah, back strain. Back strain, and you out for the entire playoffs. Yeah.
Captivating dramas and gripping mysteries. Whether it's entire series of massive hits like Sherlock and Vera, new seasons of originals like The Responder, starring international Emmy winner Martin Freeman, or an extraordinary selection of beloved treasures featuring Idris Elba, Jodie Comer, Matthew McFadden, Benedict Cumberbatch, and more. Only on BritBox. Watch with a free trial at BritBox.com.
Mom, Dad, and maybe you're right. Maybe you don't need to talk to me about sex. Maybe you do control what I'm exposed to. Maybe I'm really not ready to hear about sex. But maybe not. Maybe I hear about sex every day. On TV, in movies and songs and magazines, on the internet,
Maybe at least I won't not talk to me about sex.
The Raiders, the fucking Panthers. Get out of here, man.
Yeah, but it's still 2-2,
so
Ron.
maybe you're
They
right.
beat the Ravens.
Maybe you are in control. Maybe you don't need to talk
When your head coach says players will make business decisions.
Maybe
Yeah,
you
they
should.
were.
Talk to me.
That
Tell
only
me to
takes
wait to have sex.
against the Carolina Panthers.
Because even if you can't
They
control
made,
or see
they made Andy Dalton look like
you can't
damn
influence how I behave.
Terry Bradshaw out there.
Your best defensive player wasn't even healthy.
That don't
Max
make me.
Crosby,
I don't want to get
he
it.
didn't put any pressure on him. Barely even could walk, Ron. And the secondary is just not good to begin with, really.
Do y'all remember when you said, how did y'all think the Raiders were going to do when I roll by?
I've never said how the nobody asked how the Raiders going to do.
No, he asked me. He said, how you think the Raiders going to do when I roll by?
I was talking to you like, damn, Ron, where your confidence in your team? I remember.
Hey, I don't, hey, reality.
Gardner Minshew, you never know what's going to happen.
You're right. Fake porn star Henry Regis looking motherfucker. Adrian O'Connell is our quarterback. Who?
Fox Sports Radio Charlotte is WNKS FM HD2 Charlotte, WTGFM HD2 Concord, WBAB FM HD2 Gastonia, WKQC FM HD2 Charlotte, Measley Media Group Stations.
They just throw it back there. Pressure comes. Criswell got it away. Picked off by Trey Freeman to put it on ice. Trey Freeman makes the play, but it was Jalen Stinson, number 2, breaking free to knock the ball up in the air. Stinson just hides behind and comes along free. He hits Criswell, the ball's in the air, and Trey Freeman makes the interception. They storm the field in Durham after a comeback for the ages in this rivalry.
It's time for a sports talk show that holds no punches.
That sports take was about as weak as Popeye before he eats a can of spinach.
Where the host doesn't play favorites.
Forget the stats. Our test, he sucks.
Where the host level of sports intelligence is pretty high.
One small step for man and one giant leap for QCB ratings.
Even in the world of entertainment, he's got you covered.
Movies, that's my
When he wants your opinion, he'll give it to you.
When I want your opinion, I'll give it to you.
50% of the time, he's right every time.
You damn right.
Live with the QCB on Sports Radio Charlotte.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Is this thing on? Yes, it is. It is live with the QCB on your radio, Fox Sports Radio Charlotte to be exact. Number to the show to join the conversation. That's easy money. 704-227-8986. Yes, the WHINER line is back. It's on. It's popping. Anything in the world of sports you want to get off your chest, call my WHINER line and whine about it. That number, 704-227-8668. Hold on, I got to hear something ignorant.
Just generally speaking, and not here, but and not that this matters because this is here. But, you know, in other aspects of my life, we have people for 20, 30 years that work for me. Nobody ever leaves me.
Okay.
I told you when the Panthers win 5 games, I'll stop playing it. Also, catch my show. Hey, we got a phone call. Also, catch my show live online at FoxSportsRadioCharlotte.com. Click listen live. You got live with the QCB. Got live with the QCB. Download the app at Fox Sports Radio Charlotte. Also, catch me on your radio station, HD Channel 2. If you got one, you got all of them. I'm saying 104.7 HD2, 101.9 HD2, 97.9 HD2, and 95.1 HD Channel 2. The signal goes from here to Fraggle Rock, from here to Bikini Bottom. It's stronger than Tony Atlas was in the 80s. It's stronger than those tough man, strongman competitions come on back on the 80s on Wild World of Sports on ABC. It's stronger than Kurt Russell in the movie Big Trouble in Little China. That HD2 signal is stronger than Sylvester Stallone and Over the Top. It's stronger than Arnold Schwarzenegger was in Commando, Conan the Barbarian, Conan the Destroyer. Hold on. One more time. I got to hear something very, very, I do mean ignorant.
Just generally speaking, and not here, but and not that this matters because this is here. But, you know, in other aspects of my life, we have people for 20, 30 years that work for me. Nobody ever leaves me.
We're live on my Instagram page right now, Real QCB. We're live on my Facebook page, The Real QCB. My Twitter page, leave a comment, holler at me, talk some trash at Real QCB. We're live on my YouTube channel right now. Go to YouTube, type in The Real QCB, subscribe, and you got me right there. Bam! You see these handsome human beings on your screen live right now. The Real QCB. We done? Yeah. That's 13,421 ways to listen to my show. My sister hates my open cutie. Tremaine, what she calls me, Tremaine. I can't listen to your show because I can't get past your opening. It takes too long. Anyway, so if someone comes to the visit with you, I heard you back on the radio, pal, but I simply do not find your program. As soon as you say that nonsense, I'm gonna go old school NWA. Nah, he went in. Yeah, what? Yeah, NWA. He that Ricky the Dragon Steamboat chop. He has some chops too, like Chief Wahoo McDaniel taught Ric Flair, and Ric Flair him and Steamboat. Steamboat had a chop too, didn't we? Yeah, okay. I want to show them right. I got my wrestling guys in here too, so I know. Yeah. Okay, man. So much to get into today. That clip, Tar Heels. Oh my goodness. Something called James Madison. I've heard of James Worthy. I've heard of James Harden. I've heard of James Earl Jones. Rest in peace. I've heard of
President James Madison.
There we go. I've heard of
James
Evans. I heard of James Evans. But something called James Madison that put 70 on the heels. I never heard of him. And then they got beat by my man Richie Rich, Duke Blue Devils. But they still in the race. They still could possibly play an ACC championship game. We're going to talk about that later. ACC, Panthers. Last night, great football game between the Ravens. The Ravens are coming along. They coming along. Also, football, Georgia, Alabama. We just football everywhere. Riding with me today is my guy, Richard Rich. Catch him Saturday mornings from 8 to 11 on About Your House with my man Ray Terry. Shout out to Hacksaw. Richard Rich does the What Happened on This Day back in the day, around about 4:50. Rich, what's up, man?
What's going on, Q? It's good to be here. 21-20. That's all I got to say.
21-20. Oh, yeah, your Blue Devils.
Yes, sir.
Take that, Leonard Riley.
Well, Riley Leonard, but
yeah,
same thing. You were close.
Well, screw him.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Take that.
Yeah, go to hell.
Right. And represent MLBBro.com, my man Ron Eggers. Man, want us to just cut our mics off and walk out?
Why would you do that?
You got some stuff on your chest, man.
I like being right. I like it. It's a hobby. It's a real hobby of mine.
Oh,
Hey,
man.
man, look, when I say things, I mean, it may not make sense, but it'll come around eventually.
Yeah, you definitely been hitting some bullseyes, man.
Yes.
And so what we're gonna do is, because I'm really confused what's going on with the Carolina Panthers. So Carolina Panther fans, let me get this straight, because I'm gonna throw it out for discussion. Make sure my mic's straight. Okay, let me make sure I got this straight. So let me get this straight, because maybe I'm the idiot. I don't know. You wanted Bryce Young bench after 2 games against my will. I said, listen, at least give him 14 more. And I'm not saying he has to be an NFL player for life. If he stinks, don't look like he's getting any better, offense isn't moving, these next 14 games, I get it. You can label him a bust, whatever. I get it. Enters Andy Dalton, who through 2 games has a less completion percentage than Will Levis, who haven't won a damn game yet this year. Hashtag facts on. But Panther fans are happy with losing games with Andy Dalton because the offense is moving and points are getting scored. Is that about accurate? That's
Pretty much
just
summed it up.
that's just what I got from it. And to that I say,
Okay.
we're about to have verbal surgery on these Panthers today. So represent MLBBro.com. Let's go back some. Ron Akers. Before the season, you said 3 wins.
Yes.
I said 5. My man Richard Rich had him at 4, correct? All right, right now you lead the race, and we have 14 more games left, 13 more games left to go. Was benching Bryce Young, was it too early? Was it the right move? What was your whole thought process on the whole Bryce Young benching? Because me and Rich were going to talk about it. I want to know your perspective on it.
This happened 1 year late. I said this all last year.
You was vocal about
All
saying he shouldn't
last
be
year.
Yeah.
You need to let him sit down, watch film, watch a veteran do it. And then you just bring him in and give him the full playbook. This entire franchise has let that man down, thrown him under the bus. And I give Coach Canales a lot of credit.
Okay.
I do, because you know something, he probably told the owner, Tepper, and please don't run that thing. Don't run that
No. I'm running.
Don't run that statement
I
again.
want to stop it. Once they win 5,
Okay.
I'll stop it. Well, hopefully
But
it'll stop
just
this
for this
shit.
show,
But
just
go
stop for this show.
ahead.
But he said, Bryce Young, it's not about, they just threw him out there. And that's not it. He just showed up a week ago.
Yo, what's up, man?
He fresh out of college, and you're playing professional football players with professional coaches, which you could tell was a 20% of the playbook under Frank Reich.
Lots of checkdowns.
All we knew he could do was, for the first 11 weeks of the season, was a 5-yard out.
All right, what's your name?
And it was probably to Adam Thielen.
Yeah.
They didn't run the football nearly enough. Now, granted, the offensive line was atrocious, and we could get into that later on.
Much improved.
But it's much improved. They actually run the ball a little bit more now. But you got to what did I say last year? If he keeps taking all of these poundings, he keeps running for his life, he's going to catch bad habits. It's going to get in his head. And have you seen him during the press conferences? He's a small dude.
Yeah.
So how much of a beating did he take last season to the point that he couldn't get ready for this season?
Well, he only missed 1 game due to an ankle injury, so he kept getting up off those beats.
Yeah, but look what happened to him mentally.
Well, mentally is way worse.
Is a lot worse than anything physical.
I'll give you that.
Because you could see he's throwing the ball. He's actually thinking too much. You know what I'm saying? He may be studying too much.
I could see that on the field.
You know what I'm saying? He could actually be looking at the film.
Yeah.
So this is not a lazy dude. You could tell him he's lazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I was a Raiders fan, Jamarcus Russell.
Right.
I mean, so we all know.
Yeah.
But he is thinking so hard. He doesn't have any, he's just not using any instincts on the field. Like I think his last interception that he threw over the field.
Yeah.
He wasn't open, but he threw it based on what he was studying, looking at the film, going, okay, This is what we're going to do. We're going to throw it to this pocket of an area right here, and the receiver's going to be there. You can't do that. You got to be able to make adjustments based on those reads.
Okay.
And the one thing Andy Dalton has done, and he did it against the Raiders before I start ranting and raving about the Raiders, which is a totally different
No,
story.
I'm gonna give you the platform for the Raiders, but hold on, pause right there. Let me go to this phone call because my guy been holding on. Let's see what he's talking about. Live with the QCB, man. What's your name? What are you calling about?
Good job, man. I'm calling about you talking junk about my Panthers. I don't appreciate the disrespect, homie.
Well, here's my thing. So, where your Panthers mindset at now? Because you got Andy Dalton.
Hold on, Chief. First off, there wasn't many expectations to begin with, man. First off, you got to understand, man, Bryce Young is not Dan Morgan and Canales quarterback that they drafted. They didn't draft that dude. First off, let's get that out of the way. And right now, see, we got Andy Dalton in there. That's the same face of the franchise, man. So we listen. I think they're gonna go in the draft next year and go get their quarterback because they don't have their quarterback, and that's where it's gonna start. But right now, they're looking to build a team. They're looking to build a team. They're looking to build like more offense. And me as a Panther fan, I like what I seen because the offense was moving. Andy was moving that ball up and down the field. He was throwing them touchdowns. That was good to see, man. Like, come on now. You can't be, man, you can't be doing that though, bro. We already don't have that much expectations to begin with because we know what we're working with.
Okay.
Hold on, don't go to one.
Okay,
I got a question for you.
Okay,
I got a question for you first. I'm gonna come back. Go ahead.
Let's talk about the expectations. You have to have expectations of getting better. Bryce Young for the first 2 weeks, and it was just, I'm saying it's a microcosm of last season. They put him in a bad spot, and it carried over to the first 2 games of the season. For the first 2 games of the season, there was no improvement. I've never said that team would. I said they were going to win 3 games, and I
have to understand that's not Dan Morgan and Dave Canales' quarterback. Let's get this.
Yeah, that's not their guy.
That's why. Wait a minute. They hired him. And see, we got to stop this. They hired him to develop Bryce Young. That was the job. Frank Reich was the job. We got to start thinking the way it is, as opposed to that's a narrative, because the Panthers gave up half the decade to get this guy for the number 1 slot. They didn't have a number 1 pick this year. Why? Because they had to give it up for Bryce Young. They gave up talented players for Bryce Young.
And here's my thing. So did you thought the benching was too early, or you cool with the way things are going on now and Andy Dalton's on the field?
To be honest with you, I wasn't even a Bryce guy to begin.
Right.
And foremost, our owner overrode the head coach because we all knew who Frank Wright wanted. And now we know who made that move. So that was the owner saying, hey, we're getting our franchise quarterback. Now, he the one that got up there and said, oh, well, Bryce Young is like a point guard. I'm like, wait a minute, bro, what are you doing? Like, you pumping this guy way too much before he even threw the ball. Like, what are you doing? But at the same time, come on, man. Everybody in Charlotte knew he wasn't the franchise quarterback. Everybody knew that because when the last time we had a franchise quarterback, he didn't have everything. He had it, or he needed around him. You know, so that's why I'm at with that. So I wasn't a Bryce fan to begin with. Bryce should have never been a Panther because when it was all said and done, right? The Texans wanted him more than the CJ Stroud. So obviously, our owner overrode the head coach and said, "No, we're gonna give up all this to go get this guy." Now, me personally, we should have stayed it. Now, this was my plan, and this was I was thinking that they was gonna work. First off, they should have stayed at 6.
Yep.
And I remember that draft. They should have stayed at 6, drafted a DN because they knew they was gonna get rid of Brian Burns, right? So they should have drafted his replacement and then came into the next year's draft and went and got Drake May because Drake May would have put butts in them seats, man. Bryce not really putting butts in them seats.
I agree with that.
And so that's the formula they should have took. But they wanted to win so bad. The owner said, you know what? Let's give up this to go get him.
Okay.
I'm just saying, I'm just speaking, like, I'm just trying to figure out why my owner don't want to give up all this draft capital, which we could have been building our team now in order to get a guy we ain't no use now.
Well, your owner don't know what he's doing. Now, that's everybody know that. But here's the thing on the question for you. Before I throw it back to Ron, I appreciate the call because I want to hear from some Panther fans, some passionate ones like yourselves. But listen, so why wouldn't you guys just say, you know what? Let's give Andy Dalton a contract. Who's been around? He's been a veteran in the league, like the Bucks did at Baker Mayfield, and like the Falcons did Kirk Cousins. Kirk Cousins keep reminding Falcon fans, y'all keep hollering about Penix. I done beat the Eagles in Philly, almost beat Kansas City, and I won for you yesterday. So the Penix, we want Penix is kind of quieting down now down in Atlanta. Won't y'all just give him the contract if y'all like him so much? Just give Dalton a big deal.
Hey, you know what? I wouldn't be opposed to it, but they got other ideas better than I do, you know. So, you know, I just feel like I said, the owner opened his big mouth where he didn't really have to. Franchise for the next 2-3 years in order to get one guy who isn't the guy that we actually drafted.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, he just need to stay. And he just need to keep signing them checks and you know, checking on the guys, and that's it. That's it, man. Let the football people handle the football stuff, man. See, he's trying to do too much. And that's why, and I'm just saying, man, I've never, as long as I've been a Panther fan, I've never seen my owner or my team get involved that much. Like back when Jerry Richardson was here. Jerry Richardson wasn't that involved. He let the football people.
Oh yeah, Marty Herney, yeah, and Jerry Richardson was a football guy.
Okay,
exactly.
Let me push back on this Drake May thing real quick. And you saying putting fannies in the seats. We already know that does not work. Okay, after a while, you got to have some talent, and you got to have people around you to win football games. Michael Jordan tried that with the Bobcats. Remember they brought Raymond Felton in? And Sean May,
in the same draft.
And Marvin Williams. They used to bring all them Carolina Tar Heel players in here to get fannies in the seats. Okay, so that fannies in the seats thing, we got to let that go. And also, you said the last _1 pick. You said that was Cam Newton.
Yeah,
Cam Newton was a freak of nature.
Yeah,
and they didn't. Hey, he did not have a lot of help on the offensive. On the side of the ball either, but he had a good defense, right? Mm-hmm. He had a great defense, and they had an identity coming in, and he was a piece that was going to take them to the next level, Super Bowl level.
Right.
Now, Bryce Young walked in there with nothing. He didn't have a line. The running game wasn't bad. The receivers could not even get open.
But my thing, how come they could get open now with Andy Dalton?
Because Andy Dalton is more experienced. He can throw them open. He can hit those.
They're playing for Andy Dalton.
No, it's not that.
You didn't think
it is not that.
Locker room?
No, it's Andy Dalton has been in the league long enough. He's got enough experience. He definitely lost it though. And he can throw you open.
I agree with
that. That's one thing he can't do. And what did I say last year? He played with the Cincinnati Bengals when they stunk.
Yeah.
So if anybody knows how to play quarterback under dysfunction, it is Andy Dalton.
All right, before I get you up out of here. Hey, listen, big dog. I put the win total at 5. Ron had it at 3. Rich got it at 4. How many wins you see your boys? Because it's definitely at least about 4 or 5 more winnable games on the schedule. I'm talking about Giants. I think you could beat the Falcons once. You got the Broncos still. They played the Bears yet?
They could beat the Saints.
You got the Bears. Okay, you got the Bears. You got the Saints. It's still some winnable games. I mean, how many do you see?
I'm looking at possibly another 4 at the most.
Okay.
We're gonna struggle with listen, my thing is we need to get better by December. Because December, man.
Oh yeah, we've been talking about that. That second half of the schedule, absolutely. I mean, Kansas City, Eagles, and one of the most famous teams in the world of sports.
How about them Cowboys? Couldn't resist.
Cowboys ain't looking too shabby, man. But I don't want to hear you hitting that Cowboy draw like that because they ain't looking too shabby, bro.
Listen, we need.
Hey, don't try to pump them up like. So let's get that straight.
I know, and we got to go to Pittsburgh and play them damn Steelers who looking pretty good right now. So yeah.
And you know what, too? Your boy Dak gonna be running for his life, and T.J. Watt gonna be coming after him. Huh?
We're gonna kick T.J. Watt's ass.
He's coming after him.
We're gonna kick his ass. Hey man, I appreciate the phone call, man. All right, hit me back. That's what I'm. A Panther fan who was passionate is a QCB. Watch your damn mouth. My boy's gonna be all right. I like that. And me and Ron was throwing our joints on him. What about this? What about this? What about this? Yeah. And he stood strong.
And you know something?
He lost the argument, but he stood strong.
I have no problem with anybody that are fans. I mean, you can jump off the bandwagon and jump back home from time to time. And again, when Cam Newton took the Panthers to the Super Bowl, I saw many a bandwagon guys around the town. But as soon as things went bad and they lost, they jumped on Cam Newton and then it turned into crickets.
Yeah.
But I will say this though, the Panthers are going to have to. They're playing better. That's all you can ask for as a Panthers fan. There's a way of losing. There's a way of losing.
Okay, that's what I want to focus on coming back. They playing better, but they still losing. And like my guy just said, he was like, but we look, at least we're looking good. At least we're looking good. We're moving. But I want to know, what is that going to translate to? Is it messing up your draft stock when it comes to trying to get a quarterback in? Because I think he's going to win about 4 or 5 games with Bryce Young. But they said we wasn't going to do that. I said, well, hell, you don't know if you're going to win 4 because you only gave him 2 games to see what he could do. And the first game really shocked everybody because we all knew they was going to lose to the Chargers week 2. We all knew that.
Well, the Chargers aren't that good.
I know, but we knew when we look at the schedule, I just had that's one they lost. But anyway, we're going to talk about it. Coming back more loud to QCB. I got my man Richie Rich, Ron Eggers in here. Now, and Major League Baseball playoffs about to kick off, right?
Yes. That one game 1. The Braves have to win or they're eliminated.
Wait a minute. Major League Baseball do like playing games now?
No, remember they made up the 2 last week in the Hurricane.
Gotcha,
it was originally scheduled, and they were going to make it up if the wild card scenarios needed it, basically. So they made it up.
All right, that's what's up. We'll be right back with more live with QCB, which is probably being brought to you by RBC Wealth Management. Let's slide to the 80s for a little modern English, shall we? What's going on with you, man?
Oh, God, let's go Mets. Come on, Mets.
Nothing against you, brother. Raising up said the Dodgers.
We need QCB instead of good guys.
You be on Fox? You be on Fox all day?
Yeah, man. I listen to Bruce Cooper, Stephen Joe. I listen to Dan Patrick. I like Colin Cowherd sometimes. But he's the best, man.
The people have spoken.
Hey, I appreciate your love and your ears. Continue to listen live with the QCB Mondays and Fridays, Evening Drive on Fox Sports Radio Charlotte. #FactsOn. From the Bet365 studios, this is Fox Sports Radio Charlotte. Whatever the sport, whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Details at Bet365.com. Fox Sports Radio Charlotte is your home for Dan. I was asleep though. And I woke up like about 3 something. I was out and I woke up again about 9. And my daughter lost family up in Asheville, that area.
Keep it on Fox Sports Radio Charlotte. And don't forget the free Fox
I got some stuff on here. Apple Apple Stick got hit hard.
At RBC Wealth Management, we can help you plan for your retirement with a wide range of financial solutions that grow, enjoy, and protect your wealth. Whether it's living
Which one? See, the Eagles go beat. The Eagles beat New Orleans. No, yeah, but y'all Eagles, y'all got some internal problems going, man.
For a complimentary consultation. RBC Wealth Management, a division of RBC Capital Markets, LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, SIPC.
Wow, you look fantastic. I love all the sparkle. It's your fault. You introduced me to jewelry television. I can't stop watching. Right, the prices are amazing. I know, there are so many different styles and the color gemstone jewelry. Are you kidding me? Gorgeous. And did you know JTV also has gifts for men?
That is going to show you he couldn't stand Russell Wilson. He couldn't stand him. But now he can't coach though.
When they shot JTV,
it surprised me. I thought it still go.
I'm not.
And a lot of teams in the Raiders showed this. That's why the Panthers might be a little bit in trouble. They know now that you can't just roll up in there and just show up and beat.
Yeah.
More lamb fries. Eat them while they're hot. Andy, that's your 3rd order.
I am booked, Elizabeth. Call me Mr. Lamb Fries.
Now there's a man who knows when he's got something good in his mouth.
You polish off that plate and you break the record. 28. That one makes 26.
Stand back, everybody. The record falls tonight. Look at him go.
I believe he's right. I believe that record will fall tonight.
27.
It stood at 28 for nearly 2 years now.
That long? Go for it, Andrew.
28.
That's a tie. 29, the new record! And it's still going. I thought that record was going to last forever. Most folks just don't seem to have a taste for testicles no more.
Testicles?
Yes, ma'am. Sheep balls.
That's right.
Tell them why yours are so tasty.
So the trick is, you've got to clip them off way up high.
I knew you should have explained these things better in the menu.
Oh, don't be strangers now, you hear?
This is Teron when he had a party. Teron had a girl back in the day. Look at it. This is what you was going back in the look. You're not telling me that. That's a man, bro. Oh, the one thing with the next girl. Welcome back live to QCB. I love it. Oh, no, well, I'm sick. Come on, man. Welcome back live to QCB. As a matter of fact, it wasn't a few rappers who voice. That's the girl joint. That's him rapping the other part. You serious? Yeah. Are you serious? Yeah. Like LL Cool J doing a song, that was the girl. You know what I'm saying? But this was, DMX had that Damien song when he was the other voice. Kevin had one when he played the other voice. Like a lot of rappers, like Big Small, Warning. Yeah. The other voice that was obviously Biggie. And the other song was Biggie, not Machine Gun Funk. It's up to Gimme the Loop. Gimme the Loop, yeah. When he was rapping back and forth, that was Biggie as well. But this right here also is Positive K. This like 85. So he sped it up back in the day. So he's like one of the first ones to do it. Wow. Yeah. I did not know that. Yeah, man. Your boy, I'm here. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. He want to pay the extra money. I could do it myself and just speed up my voice like the Chipmunks. Yep. Yeah, that's on it. All right, so my man Ron Eggers in the building. Okay, now this Andy Dalton, because we're gonna get to that ragged ass Panthers defense because they keep getting they keep getting away with not playing good. Shaq Thompson, they're not doing anything. But anyway, before we get to that defense, who needs to get called out, help out your rookie quarterback or help out any quarterback out there. Give them good field position. Just do something. Just bouncing off. Shaq Thompson was bouncing off them running backs yesterday like bullets off Superman's uniform. It was crazy. So, would you want Andy Dalton here long term? You can't. I mean, he's been in the league forever. But he's turned into Joe Flacco in a couple of years. I mean, he's been around a while. He's not a long-term solution. Is he Mr. Right now? Absolutely. But giving him a 2, maybe 3 year deal, does not make any sense. And you need that salary cap space for better players. You got to build that team up. That entire team has to be built up. Is he that much older than Baker and Cousins? Because Dalton's 36, right? Dalton has been around a long time. About 9-10 years with the Bengals.
28.
Yeah.
Baker's still pretty young. Kirk Cousins, I want to say, is maybe 33.
Okay, Kirk Cousins is 36.
Oh, wow. He's 36.
Yeah. But you got to take out them years that he's been out for, because he always get injured for look, if you can find somebody who get a lot of money at 36 years old, Kirk Cousins, he needs to be studied. He got the best agent. His agent needs to be studied. Him and Matt Rule got an awesome agent. Yes. Right. we need to talk about that's what I'm saying. So he's in the NFC South, and then they got Penix behind him, but Kirk Cousins keep winning these games. And keeping them in games and keeping Penix on the bench was probably as good for Penix. What you were saying,
the defense and special teams won it for him yesterday. That wasn't Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
No, we can't say that, man. Come on now. Kirk Cousins
did okay, but there was like Younghoe Koo was the MVP of that game.
Yeah, but who
and
put
the
him in
defense and Rashid Shaheed for dropping that punt.
Yeah, but who put him in field position to get up there?
Yeah, but see, he's not there to win the games for Atlanta.
Right.
He's there to make sure they don't lose.
Yeah.
Right. There's a huge difference.
Well, that Philly game, 1:40 on the clock.
Showed some glimpses of Cousins.
I ain't saying he's Joe Montana, who's the greatest quarterback of all time. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying that situation, why can't that be the Panther situation? And you saying don't do that. So just start all over again and go to the draft and draft in a weak quarterback draft that's coming up.
You can keep giving them re-sign him a year-by-year basis, and I don't think Andy Dalton's going to go anywhere.
Well, you can keep him. So the Panthers need a quarterback solution.
Well, the solution is do what you're doing now. What you need to do.
So is the Bryce Young thing over?
Bryce Young is not no.
That's basically what you do.
To who? Dalton?
You hold on till you find your guy. Dalton's your guy for right now. Hold on to him.
Stopgap. He's a stopgap guy. He's the guy.
Until you find the guy you want to draft, you hold on to Dalton, then you draft your guy.
And I don't
Sam Darnold was here. Teddy Bridgewater was here. My guy Baker won $100 million. Mayfield was here.
Yeah, but they're around better players.
So, right. So, of course, hell yeah. But I'm saying, so what's the answer?
What's the answer?
Yeah, I mean, it may not be an answer. So, what do you do?
Okay, here's what you do. First off, the Bryce Young thing is not over. Okay, it's not.
In Carolina or
no.
in the NFL?
No.
Okay.
Either way, so he needs to stay.
Okay, so you don't mind Bryce coming back?
No.
Okay, I want to know.
Like the same thing as last year. Like Andy Dalton played well against Seattle last year.
Well, they lost by 10.
They scored 27 points.
They did. They had a 300. He had a 300-yard game, and Bryce had a 300-yard game as well, and 4 straight 200-yard games.
But you know something? Bryce Young can learn. What is this about people not putting a quarterback on the sideline so he can learn by watching a little bit? You know what I'm saying?
They're doing with Drake May in New England.
But it works out on some. It works a good example, and I got an example of Jaden Daniels, who's running on the field. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know why he's back up there.
RG3 too looked pretty good until he got injured.
Right. So we you got some. Like we go back and forth on some that on the field, some who didn't. But again, what you said, Ron, the talent has to be there as well.
Yes, and you have to have a plan.
Yeah.
Did they have a plan last year? Obviously not.
No.
So how can you expect Bryce Young to thrive, survive with a franchise that has absolutely no plan, who trades out coaches every other week?
Yeah, right.
The offensive coordinator. How many offensive coordinators did they had over the last 5, 6, 7 years?
Absolutely. And
so you have no philosophy.
Yeah, Bryce had a few, and then Bryce is on his second head coach as well in his second straight year. So I mean, and then I did think. Yeah, I've been preaching all season how they made some pretty good moves for their status in all season.
Now the offensive line looks much better.
Yeah, I mean I know Equano had that crazy penalty, but he's been quiet for the most part. It looks much better,
and they run the ball a whole lot better. As if you run the ball some, it opens up the options for your quarterback.
Well, yeah, and Sanders got to get some money back because he's been getting outperformed by Hubbard.
Yeah, Hubbard's doing well.
Hubbard always ran hard like that, though. He always ran hard like that. But then again, Deontay Johnson's starting to come along. Legette starting to come
caught
along.
his first touchdown.
Deontay Johnson didn't catch that ball, though. You need to catch the ball because Dalton put one on his fingertips, and he dropped. And that's one of the things they're going to have to. It's like
and Mingo
as well. What they lost.
Yeah.
They lost yesterday. It was just a couple of things they didn't execute on.
Right.
And that's something you can build on.
Right.
Last year we didn't know. We just like man. Look, all we had was what they are doing wrong. There was no ceiling. That was it. We didn't have nothing to positive to talk about. There are things you can talk positively about with that offense. There's an improvement. Now that defense, we'll get into that. That's a different story. But you can see the philosophy growing.
Right. So again, what happens? I'm with Richard Rich. You keep Dalton around. Like I said, he's not going to turn the money down unless he has a starting position somewhere else.
That ain't coming.
Right. If it don't.
That ain't coming.
Okay, I get it. And if it does, whatever we get, you're going to leave. But let's just say that's not coming. He's back again for a couple $1 million, whatever the case might be. So the draft comes. Because Shedeur Sanders ain't coming here. I believe Deion Sanders, my son ain't going down there, dog. He's probably going to go to somewhere like the Giants or something. You know,
maybe Jacksonville.
Yeah, somewhere like that. Anyway, so what do you do? Do you keep Bryce?
Yes.
Okay.
You have to keep him. You
Or do
invested.
you cut your ties and you know what? We messed up.
You can't do that.
Okay.
It's not.
It's
It's
too early to do that.
It's too early to do that.
Okay.
Plus, look at the assets you gave up for the rest of the decade. You got to get something. You got to get something back.
You gave up your whole future for Bryce Young.
Right.
You got to hold on to it a little bit longer.
Yeah, and on top of that, it's the perception. What number one pick, particularly a quarterback, they're going to remember what they did to Bryce Young because his rookie year was a disaster.
It was.
And it was not by his doing. And then it's basically if they trade, let's say they traded him,
okay,
or they just released him or whatever, and called him a bust.
Right.
You're basically putting a neon light on the fact that we threw Bryce Young under the bus. We did not develop this guy. We did not give him the tools he needed to succeed. And to be honest with you, Canales has done an outstanding job. When they benched him, I said, okay, somebody actually cares about this guy. Because Young, you could see him getting more and more desperate with his throws. He was missing throws that he was making last year. He was just missing throws now.
Well,
and you could tell
when there was no pressure. He was in his head before the
Now,
sack.
yeah, that's why I noticed that a lot. He'll get out of a situation.
Run into the sack.
Then he'll do that, and he'll get out of a situation. Then he got time. He just sit, clocked. Bam.
And when you get hit 50 or 60 times like he did last year, this is what happens to quarterback.
Yeah,
it didn't start with him.
Carr never returned.
It never started. This didn't start with him. And yes, David Carr is the perfect example.
He got sacked more than any quarterback in one season in NFL history. David Carr, his rookie year, 2002.
And by the time he got to Carolina,
oh yeah,
his mind was shot.
Oh yeah, he was falling down. Nobody was even near him. He was dropping. I mean, ducking for cover like a tornado.
Because like in football, mechanics is everything.
Yeah.
And on top of it, it has to be instinct at that point.
Absolutely.
And when you start doing the hammer, like I told you we were gonna do last year, for taking all them punches, taking all them shots, this is what happens. Yeah. And they need to slow. What they're doing is they're just saying, listen, Bryce, slow down, get yourself together, learn from Andy Dalton, and it looks like they have a great relationship. He ain't sulking. He's trying to be a good teammate.
He always
it's
been,
something to learn. I mean, he's trying to learn.
He always been.
It ain't like Terry Bradshaw came out of Louisiana Tech and went to Pittsburgh and tore up the place. How about Jim Plunkett? Remember, he would play for the Raiders. They messed his mind up. The Raiders said you got to sit down for a year.
Dude, y'all go back and look at Terry Bradshaw rookie numbers. They may have been the worst ever.
Yes.
Everybody talking about Peyton and Troy Aikman, Owen and 3 things. Terry Bradshaw was rookie numbers was terrible, disastrous.
Chuck Noll didn't want it. Remember, Joe Gilliam was the guy that he wanted.
He educated.
He wanted it. He wanted it, but he had them drug problems, and then they just happened to give Terry Bradshaw the job back, and Bradshaw just said, "Forget this, I'm gonna do my thing," and then got out of his head.
And then he had all those Hall of Famers behind him, on the side of him, in front of him. It was crazy.
I said with Jim Plunkett,
he
was the number one pick for the New England Patriots.
Right.
They were terrible, real bad in the 70s. And then he went to the San Francisco 49ers. They were bad too. And his mind, he said his psyche was so broken that Al Davis and the Oakland Raiders at the time brought him in, and they said, listen, you need 1 year just to heal psychologically. And then Dan Pastorini gets hurt. Jim Plunkett comes in. They get 2 Super Bowl rings out of the deal. So when you get into, and that's any sport, if you lose your confidence, and I saw his face when he threw his final interception before he got benched.
Right.
I said, man, and then when he went to that press conference and said, look, he brought Jesus into it. I said, yeah, bro, you're hoping and praying at this point. And you're just trying to say something that you ain't going to get lit up in on social media.
So that's what you're trying to, hopefully Bryce Young can avoid that, or you think he's obviously going that way?
Oh, he's definitely going that way. It's right now, Canales and it's a good idea.
Can he get saved from that mentality?
Yes, he absolutely can.
All right.
But the main thing is just Be in those quarterback meetings with Andy Dalton and the quarterback coaches and the offense coordinators. Learn from your mistakes, and just watch what he does. Watch his mannerisms. Watch what he's doing and see what is successful for him, and then implement it in your bag.
All right. Well, look, as long as when he watching film, he got Andy Dalton don't mind him asking a question, like unless he was in there watching film with Steve Smith. But that's another story. Let's slide to that raggedy, and I mean raggedy, Carolina Panthers defense, which is Shaq Thompson. Excuse me.
This is a joke, right? This is a practical joke, right?
Right, 27.
Injured too.
Huh?
Left the game.
Well, good. Always all right. Ranked 27th in defense. Nobody on the Panthers defense has more than one sack. That's a damn shame. Nobody on the Panthers defense have no more than 2 tackle for losses. Bengals had no third downs in the third quarter. They didn't even see third down.
Well, some of them just terrible tackle.
Yeah, Jamar Chase. I don't
Xavier
know
Woods. I don't
know when Jamar Chase took that 63
yards. Yeah.
I don't know what that was.
That pretty much wrapped up.
That's what we call.
It didn't wrap up. That's a damn.
That's
problem.
a business. That was a business decision. Those were business decisions.
I mean, the defense
they're bad. And what was so
that
bad?
That used to be what the Panthers could lean on.
I was about to say, if you had the defense this year, and you had Dalton playing even half decent, then you got a shot. Problem was last year's defense was on the field the whole game.
Yeah.
And they couldn't sustain
I can't
it.
believe how bad they are.
But
where's the leadership?
But you know something? They left them. They let them go, right?
Luvu was gone.
They let them go. Brian Burns
and Brian Burns.
Yeah, they gone.
Those
right?
are the 2 best guys that are
What they brought to get was Clowney. I'm not saying he's going to come in and have 13 sacks, but he needs to be visible on the field. I don't see Clowney on the field at all when he's on there.
Clowney's old.
Yeah, Clowney's washed.
I'm just saying
and he was cheap.
Right.
You got to understand something. Yeah, the other NFL teams didn't want him.
And they brought the other the defense in from the Minnesota, DJ Wamanu, whatever his damn name is, Wanu.
They're not good, man. The problem is
defensive line is taking a step back.
It's taking a step back. The linebackers and Shaq Thompson out with that Achilles. So,
but before the Achilles, they're still giving up a ton of points.
You're right. But they're just not good. Sometimes we have to. Sometimes you can't analyze stupid.
J.C. Horn.
You know wait a minute. J.C. Horn. When did you ever see him cover anybody? I'll wait.
I'm
injured on the injury
list.
Go
back to college, or you?
I'm talking as a professional football player.
Oh, okay. I can't answer that.
Okay, there you go.
But see, like I said, it's terrible. But he's not great.
But you know something? He has a real problem allowing his receiver to catch the ball a good percentage of the time. That's all.
J.C. Horn's never been top 10 in anything on a professional because number one, he can't stay on the field.
I was about to say his biggest thing is he can't stay healthy.
Well, we can't get
so far he's healthy.
Right. And he's still getting beat. I think he had like one fumble recover or something, but still, he's not doing enough. We need like a leader on that defensive field on the side of the thing, and it's not happening.
Yeah. I mean,
the defense outright stinks. It stinks.
Yeah, but you let your
much as we want to talk about Bryce Young and the offense, and we talking about the heavy quarterback situation.
Defense ain't doing anything.
They can't do nothing. All y'all don't just point the finger. Everybody.
But again, this goes back to, and it goes back to what your caller was saying. We were trying to talk to your caller about. You have to have an identity. In other words, you have to sit down and say, "Here's the plan. What we gonna do?"
Right.
Are we gonna have a and run the football, and then make sure that our quarterback don't throw interceptions all over the field, or are we gonna just depend on the offense to score 40, 50 points every single game? And if we don't, we're gonna lose. It's one of the two things. And national football is not hard to analyze. It really is an easy sport to analyze because it is what it is and what it's going to be. If you go, because anybody, as soon as they put them analytics in there, hey man, by the computer, the percentage we have on this
phone, on 4th and 2, you should go for 73% of the time.
When you start doing that, these conversations, and then you overthink yourself, and then you lose focus on what you need to do. Right. And this is what you get right here.
It is. We're coming right back on live with QCB. Got more football talk with college football. Is anybody going to win the ACC just like easily? Like Miami got scared by Miami at Tim Ward. He has lost to Duke, something called Duke. It just, I don't know what's wrong with ACC.
Well, it's not something called Duke. It's called Duke.
I don't know what the hell's going on, man, with the ACC. But we're going to talk about that fantastic game, Georgia, Alabama. One of them two teams going to win the national championship, or is Texas? And hold on now, we're still here too. There's so much you want to talk about. Keep it locked right here, Fox Sports Radio Charlotte. But coming up after the break, we got Rich on with what happened on this day back in the day on Fox Sports Radio Charlotte. Let's go.
Hi, Rick Terry here, host of About Your House, 8 to 11 a.m. every Saturday morning on Fox Sports Charlotte. Download the free app, stream it live everywhere, anywhere on the planet. On your browser, FoxSportsRadioCharlotte.com, YouTube Live, Facebook Live, About Your House Radio page every Saturday. This Saturday, National Design Mark, Taylor Gibson, CEO of National Design Mark, Charlotte Branch, talking to
Alabama.
Oh, yeah.
Saturday, every Saturday, About Your House.
You better eat a pork chop sandwich and quick, boy. That telling you that 17-year-old metabolism body is tearing this boy up. Bro, you ain't going under the, you better not go over the middle. You better not go over the middle until at least your junior year.
But I don't have any
at least your junior year, they gonna kill you. He like that little skinny dude in the backyard yard running away from the beat.
Terrific. Yeah, great idea. Thank you. Oh, hey.
Yeah, this pie is the best pie I've ever had in my entire life. I love the pie.
Yeah, thank you. Honestly, you know, I'm not eating dessert anymore.
Just have one bite. Have a bite. Come on.
I'm not in the mood, Ted. I don't want it. Thank you. It's a nice gesture, but I'm not in the mood.
You're making me look like an ass.
I had the option of ordering dessert at the time, so I don't want the dessert.
Just have one little bite
I
for
don't
my
care.
sake.
I don't
Please
want
be a
your
friend.
sake.
Be a
friend.
Will you please?
I don't have to take a bite just because you want me to. Okay?
Have a bite of the pie.
I don't want the pie. Thank you. Huh?
I'm just going to
No, what?
Put the pie down. Put the pie down.
No, don't. Here, take it. Take it. I don't want it.
I will pick up the pie. Put the pie down.
I'm not taking a bite. I don't want a bite. Take this piece of pie and get it out of my face.
Put the pie down.
Don't put that pie down. Do not put that pie down.
Damn it. You know something? I heard that Rosie O'Donnell beat the crap out of you.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
bull. No, it ain't
yeah, that's
bull. Beat the
bull.
crap out of you.
Bull. Saying that? Is that what you said? Get this thing away from me. Thank you very much. Rosie O'Donnell. She got me down. Yeah, okay, I admit that. She got me down. And I could have reversed it, but it was stopped. People interfered. That's all. That's the only thing that how dare you go around spreading that rumor.
Why are you fighting women?
She started it.
Got chest hair showing, gold chains hanging, processed sideburns, mini afros,
1970
butterfly collars, white shoes, dance routine. Ron Akers going back again. Richard. Hey,
hey, shout out to my pops, Walter Akers. Well, that's his time, man.
It is. Yep. That's what's up, man. Welcome back.
That's
Go back loud to QCB.
That's right over there. Here's ludicrous.
Fox Sports Radio Charlotte, man. Oh, man. That's what's up, man. All right, now it's time to see what happened on this day back in the day with my guy Richard. Let's go.
Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. It's some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again. Back in the day.
All right, Richard Rich, what happened on this day back in the day?
On this day, September 30th, 1916, the New York baseball Giants fall to the Boston Braves 8-3, ending the 26-game win streak, which still holds to this day.
Wait a
the
minute.
longest win streak in MLB history.
1916. Who had the win streak?
The New York baseball Giants.
Damn.
And they beat the Boston Braves. They lost to the Boston Braves, but they beat them earlier than them. 8-3.
Wait a minute. No one in Major League Baseball has won 26 in a row since 1916.
Indians have the most of 22.
Yeah, that in the 90s.
Indians have the most of the 8-0 and 22.
Was that in the 90s?
I want to say that was recent, like 6-7 years ago.
Oh,
They
damn.
and all them. Remember the A's had that streak with Attenberg and then Moneyball. That was like 20. So there's been some, but
damn, 20
it's hard to win.
Yeah,
baseball,
you can advance 12. We can
it's
start talking.
Okay. So how's the White Sox manager still in Brooklyn?
Well, he got fired. This is the end.
That hill.
Brady Sizemore, former Cleveland Indians great.
Okay.
And how can he keep his job so long? Jerry Reinsdorf is kind of still the owner.
Oh, the other Jerry passed away.
Jerry Reinsdorf.
Jerry
I
Reinsdorf.
was going to say the other Jerry passed away. Yeah, Reinsdorf.
Old.
What? Wow. So that explains it. Okay. Yeah. Damn, that's crazy. All right. What we got?
They had a collection of unlikely heroes. Christy Mathewson was the only Hall of Famer on that whole team. He had a 26-game win streak. So let me rattle off some of these
Now,
names.
one Hall of Famer? Man, Cooperstown is hard to get into, man. Damn.
Not like the Basketball Hall of Fame where
Man.
the six-man got in.
That's easy to get into it in the WWE Hall of Fame.
I'm gonna rattle off some of these names. Are you ready? All right, this Cole Perry, Jeff the Ozark Mountain Bear Tesoro.
Never heard of him.
These names sound like your CIAA money.
My CIAA.
George High Pockets Kelly and Slim Sally.
Slim Sally?
Oh yeah.
I heard of John Sally. No, go ahead.
I mean, those names don't ring a bell.
No, I've never heard of them. Oh man.
They didn't even make the playoffs. Hey, this team didn't even make the playoffs.
Wait a minute, wasn't the season shortened back in 1916?
Well, no,
How many games?
the Brooklyn Robins before they were the Brooklyn Dodgers.
But still, if I'm in 1916, how long?
Only two teams made the playoffs. It was the pennant. It was the World Series. That was it.
I know, but how long was the season? I don't want 26 in a row in 1916.
I think it was still 160. It was not 162, but it was close.
Oh, okay.
It might have been like
Damn.
150.
Wow. How many teams back then?
All right, the winning streak started September 7th. They were 60 and 62.
Wait a minute. Oh, okay. They had some work to do. Okay.
Yeah, they had some work. They had 5 against Boston, 4 against Brooklyn. The Brooklyn Robins became the Dodgers in 1931. And then they both moved the same year. Brooklyn moved to LA, and then New York moved to San Francisco in 1956.
Yeah, 154 game schedule.
Which is why that rivalry is so big. They've been facing off for generations.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
The Brooklyn Robins were the top of the National League. 1958 with 6 to play.
Oh, wait a minute. The Brooklyn Robins almost sound as goofy as the Washington Commanders. The Brooklyn Robins.
The Brooklyn Robins.
They didn't even have a full dictionary back then.
New York was 84 and 62 with 7 games left. They had a 24-game win streak in a 3-week span. New York Times. Right? If they ran the table, Boston would be eliminated. Philadelphia would be eliminated. And then Brooklyn was their biggest obstacle. They eventually rattled off, but then they fell short and lost 8 to the Boston Braves, 26 games. They fell a couple games short. And then the Brooklyn Robins won the National League pennant.
Okay. Won the National League pennant. All right.
I mean, some fun facts about it. Games were an hour and 44 minutes in this. Like,
damn!
People are always complaining, the games are short now.
Dude, that's
average now is like 2.5.
Yeah.
But before that, without the rules and everything that they adjusted, it was like probably like 3 hours a couple years ago.
Yeah, that's shorter than high school games.
Yeah.
They played the games at the famous Polo ground.
Probably maybe the catcher just threw the ball back to the pitch. You ever notice how it's almost like a dramatization of production when they catch to get the ball, then he just stands up, poses, and then throws the ball back to the pitch. It's just a noise. Yeah.
I might give you another name. I know you like Thugs.
I love Thugs.
Play the Thug music.
Yes, it is such thing as Thug music. Yes, I said it.
No, you got your little.
I know what you're talking about. I'm going to play. I'm looking for it.
All right. Well, outfielder Benny Koff was the RBI leader on this team. However, 1920 later on, he and his brother were implicated in car theft.
Damn.
Hey, they weren't making no money back then.
No,
They had to work at Will.
According to the criminal complaint, Koff and two of his employees, I guess he had like a little side hustle going on with his car business and stuff, like playing baseball.
Yeah.
Stealing a car and giving it a new paint job. He says he didn't know that it was stolen. And eventually he got banned from baseball in 1921 by that racist SOB, commissioner at the Kennesaw Mountain Landing.
If they chant that at a party, I'm leaving. Go ahead.
I love Thugs. I can't get I love them.
I'm allergic to it. Oh, man.
Basically argued and then said he was deceived. Eventually got banned. It didn't matter. He couldn't. So he never played again after that. I mean, your RBI leader 4 years before on the 26-game win streak team, and then 5 years later, he never plays baseball again.
Good. Get his ass out of here.
The New York Giants.
Yeah.
Still to this day. 26 games.
Still stands. That's crazy.
And I don't see it ever get broken. Because the competition level is that much higher. There's more teams. You're not playing the same 8 to 10 teams. Remember, AL and NL didn't play. So you're playing, you might have 14 teams, then you're playing the same 7 teams all season.
What's more impressive? That one or the street from DiMaggio? Who came close to breaking that? I did get broke.
I can't. Oh, Pete Rose came from
Pete Rose.
Somebody did like 30 something, maybe like 8, 9 years.
I mean, you think about Aaron Judge breaking Roger Maris's record.
Aaron Judge,
that was hard.
You better bet over 150 in the playoffs. I know that. Y'all got that problem in LA too.
Mookie Betts will disappear. He just appeared in the last series.
Come on, man. Come on, y'all.
Yeah, as soon as they get colder.
All right.
Took you to school. Let's go.
All right, that's what's up. We'll be right back more live with the QCB on Fox Sports Radio Charlotte. Let's go. From the jump, I don't know what y'all thought he was gonna do in 2 years.
The expectation is because they won 2 games early on, and you ran with it.
No one said national title though. What expectations though? What you're not saying?
The expectations
to win what?
You told me after the first week that they're going to a bowl game. Hold the tapes because you said it.
Check out live with the QCB Mondays and Fridays, 4 to 6 on FoxSportsRadioShow.com or 104.7 HD2.
Fox Sports Radio Charlotte is WNKS FM HD2 Charlotte, WPEG FM HD2 Concord, WBAB FM HD2 Gastonia, WKQC FM HD2 Charlotte, Measley Media Group stations.
Just thrown back there. Pressure comes. Criswell got it away. Panther! By Trey Freeman to put it on ice. Trey Freeman makes the play, but it was Jalen Stinson, number 2, breaking free to knock the ball up in the air. Stinson just hides behind.
That's right,
McGee. Comes along free. He hits Criswell. The ball's in the air, and Trey Freeman makes the interception.
McGee, I got another one for you.
They storm the field in Durham after a comeback for the ages in this rivalry.
It's time for a sports talk show that holds no punches.
That sports take was about as weak as Popeye before he eats a can of spinach.
Where the host doesn't play favorites.
Forget the stats. I test, he sucks.
Where the host level of sports intelligence is pretty high.
One small step for man and one giant leap for QCB ratings.
Even in the world of entertainment, he's got you covered.
Movies, that's my...
When he wants your opinion, he'll give it to you.
When I want your opinion, I'll give it to you.
50% of the time, he's right every time.
You damn right.
Live with the QCB on Fox Sports Radio Charlotte.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. Is this thing on? Yes, it is. It is live with the QCB on your radio, Fox Sports Radio Charlotte to be exact. Number to the show to join the conversation. That's easy money. 704-227-8986. Yes, the WHINER line is back. It's on. It's popping. Anything in the world of sports you want to get off your chest, call my WHINER line and whine about it. That number, 704-227-8668. Call, talk your trash, and I'll play them around 5:30-ish or so. All right, hold on. I got to hear something ignorant.
Just generally speaking, and not here, but and not that this matters because this is here. But, you know, in other aspects of my life, we have people for 20, 30 years that work for me. Nobody ever leaves me.
Kesman Show live with the QCB, live on your radio station HD channel 2. If you got one, you got all of them. I'll say 95.1 HD2, 97.9 HD2, 101.9 HD2, or 104.7 HD2. The signal is strong like Kurt Russell was back in the movie Big Trouble in Little China. Man, that damn Kim Cattrall was fine. It's stronger than Sylvester Stallone was in the movie Over the Top. It's stronger than Tony Atlas was in the 80s. It's stronger than Arnold Schwarzenegger was in the movie Commando. Come and find me on your radio station HD2 like Indiana Jones found those kids in the Temple of Doom. Also, catch my show live online at foxsportsradioshow.com. Click listen live. You got live with QCB. Also, you can download the app, Fox Sports Radio Charlotte. We live on my Instagram page at Real QCB. We're live on my Facebook page, The Real QCB. We're live on my YouTube channel, The Real QCB. Leave a comment on my Twitter page. Follow me on Twitter. What is it called? Twitter? Malcolm X, whatever it's called. Yeah, Malcolm X, whatever. At Real QCB. There's 13,421 ways to listen to my show. Somebody comes to me and says, well, I heard you back on the radio, my guy, but I don't know how to find the show. As soon as you say that nonsense, I'm going old school NWA and give you one of those Ricky the Dragon Steamboat chops. My man McGee on my Facebook page said Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes and Afro Classic. Absolutely. I got the best bumper and rejoin of music in the business. My man Ron Akers representing MLBBro.com in the building, and also my man Richard Rich. Catch Richard Rich on Saturday mornings on About Your House with Ray Terry. Make sure y'all tune in, man, from 8 to 11. Hacksaw, all that house fixing. Notes told me a couple of Saturdays ago, he was doing some kind of light thing in his bathroom, and he called Ray.
Oh, he did? And Ray fixed it, I'm sure.
Well, first of all, Ray had to almost cuss him out because Notes put on FaceTime. Said, Ray, I need your help. All right, Notes, what you got? You know, and then Ray, let me see it. And then he's like, well, Notes, what you want me to do? What you want me to do for you? He's like, Ray, I need some help. And Ray was like, okay, what exactly? I'm FaceTiming. Well, you got to take that and put that. And Notes had me laughing, man, when he was explaining to me. But Ray helped him out. Face, man, he's nice.
Ray can do it all. He knows
nice.
It's a little rough around the edges, but he can do it all.
Man, we need to put him on Survivor because he can build anything.
We would survive with Ray.
Oh man, yeah, absolutely. So
but if I was out there by myself, I'm dead.
So he was a lost member of the A-Team.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, and MacGyver. Yeah, MacGyver had a brother.
He was stunt though.
Yeah. So listen, man. First hour Panthers, Andy Dalton, and listen, Ron Akers. You basically, to sum it up, you were saying how Bryce is in a difficult situation. You want to play them, but you do think Bryce will see the field again in Carolina. Is that what you said?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. All right.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Right, because they gave up too much stuff. Like, I get you go catch a loss. You don't have to force somebody to be great. They don't have it in them. Is that in them?
Absolutely.
We try. I get a mistake we made. I get it. It happens all the time in sports. But yeah, I think it's too early to give up on us too early. So we all agree on that now.
Yes.
Rather than benching and all that, but we do agree it's too early. But I don't know if he's right mentally right now, and that's what you were talking about earlier.
Absolutely.
About the mental state. So we're gonna see what goes on with there. And let's your Raiders. Let me give you time to talk about your Raiders.
Let me talk about the Las Vegas Raiders.
Because my man,
we done gone from
Mr. E at the barbershop, huge Raiders fan, a lot of Raiders fans here in Charlotte. So
yes.
Help him out, man.
Let me talk. The Raider fans out there, and this is around the country and around the world. They stink, and they have gone. And I mean, I'm talking about the culture. I mean, they won against Cleveland, but you saw Deshaun Watson cussing out his lineman.
Yeah, Deshaun's done.
Jameis Winston just trying to co-sign, trying to be a leader on his 37th team in 3 years.
Right.
I mean, they were going to beat Cleveland. But the Raiders have gone from just win, baby, to just make a profit, baby.
Damn, nice new playground they're playing.
That is the best NFL stadium in the league.
Most expensive ticket in the league.
And that's the main thing. Just make a profit, baby.
Right.
And it's just like the same thing with the identity. I mean, they literally saw Bryce Young getting benched. They saw gloom and doom in Carolina. And they forgot something that was very, very important in the National Football League. They all get paid.
Right, because Trey from the ATL, who calls the Wine Line from Atlanta, obviously ATL, that's not just a name, he really lives down there. Huge Raiders fan, calls and he said, Q, let me tell you something. I know you're talking about the Panthers and trying to pump them up. He sees them out 5 wins, but one of them won't be this Sunday against my Raiders. And then he called back and took his medicine. He's like, thank you, I don't know what to say. I can't even say Raider Nation right now.
And you know what? Actually, when they made when the Panthers made the switch, I went, uh-oh. I said, uh-oh.
So you know Dalton got about 5 wins in him. Right.
Yeah, you know he can do something.
He can do something, yeah.
Bryce Young just didn't have confidence. But Andy Dalton has never lost a game against the Raiders in his career.
Wait a minute. You want to run that back? I didn't hashtag
5-0.
Only. I didn't know that.
He's now 5-0. And I said, uh-oh. Because the Raiders, they play down to their competition. And they're so undisciplined. They've been leading the league. They not this year, but they've been leading the league in penalties since 1984.
No, wait, no, hold on now, Ron.
So
now, wait a minute.
What you're saying is Andy Dalton is the Raiders' daddy.
Honestly, a lot of teams are because they don't have a good quarterback.
Run that by me. What's that stat? Now I got to play it. What's that stat? They what?
Which one?
The penalized.
They lead the league in penalized yardage. Basically, every single they're in the top 2 since probably 1984. They are bad, even when they were good teams.
What?
Even when they're good, even when they are good.
That's nuts, dude.
They would personal fouls, holding penalties, false starts, everything. They are just awful. But for some reason, they're the least penalized team.
Right, but so do you like Pierce? So you was glad Pierce got the job. Your guy stood up for him, Crosby.
Yes.
Said he need to get here. I'm not going to be here. So, but he has a lot of work to do, like the Panthers, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because
they got to get they got to get players that want to play.
Right, but my thing is that goes back to my thing. Yes,
but you need a run game too.
Right, yeah. When Jerry Jones leaves, the Cowboys are going to be better. They said the same thing about Al Davis. When Al Davis, God rest his soul, he's gone. The Raiders have gotten worse
because his son is Mark Davis, right?
Oh, I thought he had I thought maybe I'm not gonna do things my dad way.
No,
that's what I'm hoping. Okay, so
Mark Davis get that money.
So he doing the same thing.
He gonna get that money, right?
I thought maybe you know what, I'm gonna run this thing differently from my dad. I'm gonna do it this way because John Gruden gave him $100 billion. That didn't work. You can't keep a quarterback there, and then you brought in Devontae Adams,
Derek Carr there,
but Devontae Adams was supposed to be there for Derek Carr.
I want to go play with my friend, and it ain't worked out.
He was there a year, and then
Derek Carr said, "Hell with this! I came from Green Bay, dude, to play with you. You give me 1 year and you're gone."
Yeah, but you want to know why? Because Derek Carr was getting messed over by the management of the Raiders.
That front goes back to that damn front office.
Yes. And for some reason,
hold on. So to add to what we said about your Raiders, you hired something called Dennis Allen, who didn't win more than 5 games with the Raiders. He's a combined 8-28 when he was there with the Raiders.
But you know something?
Ed Lane Kiffin, Hugh Jackson. I mean,
but I will say this.
That's terrible.
The problem is you can get you can get really far in this world,
right,
by just saying yes, sir, and yes, ma'am, no matter how ridiculous the idea is, as long as the check clears.
Yeah.
And that's usually how it works. I'm dead serious. And I remember years ago, the Hope Brothers, when I was working as a television director in Raleigh.
Yeah.
And they came in for their golf tournament and everything. And, football's a small world.
Oh, yeah,
anyway.
Torrey Holt and
Terrence.
Terrence, yeah.
And I asked him, I said, listen, I've been a Raiders fan since 79. I'm a lifelong Raiders fan. What is wrong with that team? And this is why Raiders fans said when Al Davis leaves, we might be all right.
Yeah.
He said what those players would do, they knew if the coaches admonished them and cussed them out, they go straight up to Al Davis. Al Davis said, I'll take care of it. Al Davis comes down, cusses out the coach and whatnot. So guess what? They're emasculated. So the players don't have to listen to him because they know they can go to Al Davis and he'll take care of them.
He'll take care of them. Wow. Kind of like how Pete Carroll used to do Russell Wilson.
Yep.
Damn. That's it in a nutshell, as they say. Who y'all? I had you scared. Who y'all got coming up?
Honestly, I got week by week.
Okay, stop it.
Playing at Denver next.
I get so because it's really hard to be a Raiders fan.
It's mile high.
It's hard to be a Raiders fan.
Okay, now check this out: Denver, Pittsburgh, Rams, Kansas City, Bengals. Can you get 3 out of those?
No.
Can you beat Broncos?
Maybe.
Can you beat the Bengals?
No.
I mean, you can beat the Ravens in Baltimore, then you can beat some teams.
What
the Ravens are playing better ball.
What about Pittsburgh or the Rams?
Pittsburgh, no, because Tomlin's going to outcoach Antonio Pierce, and the Rams, maybe
you could. That's a coin toss.
So y'all may go worst case.
It could be 0-5. We really could be 0-5.
Damn.
I mean, being honest, you saw how they played against the Panthers.
Gardner Minshew either game in and game.
And if they don't get O'Connell back in as a starting quarterback, you can forget it, because he's so inconsistent. Like, he can throw a nice 50-yard touchdown bomb and whatnot, and then that'd be it.
Well, they got the running game going yesterday, the Raiders, which was non-existent before yesterday.
But that was the offensive coordinator and their offensive philosophy. They change it every week, so you don't know what you're gonna get.
Good thing, like y'all with the Cowboys, when we was facing 1-3. No, we was facing what was he facing? We're 2-2 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We
was facing 1-3.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Yeah, versus the Giants.
Right. And we had the Giants, and y'all had the Browns. Uh-huh. So now we both.
Can somebody tell the Browns to stop wearing those ugly white helmets and just stick with the orange, please? That's what their trademark is. Don't fix it, they ain't broke.
I'm with you.
And I'm gonna be. And we're talking
like a bunch of stormtroopers.
We were talking about Bryce Young. Bryce Young's mind is gone.
Yes.
Deshaun Watson's mind is gone.
Nah, I agree.
Yeah.
Well,
they've been handed it.
Don't want him to be a quarterback either.
I agree with that.
Yes.
I agree with both.
They're missing blocks. Mari Cooper's dropping balls left and right that he never dropped.
You just can't recover from something like that.
Amari Cooper is that guy that has all the talent in the world.
Yeah.
But he has a 10-cent head.
Right.
And like, he will quit on you in a heartbeat. If he ain't getting the ball, you can tell he ain't getting the ball. He put his hand in his pocket, and you can read him. You can read the play by watching him.
You got Elijah Moore's dad, the wide receiver of the Browns, complaining his son not getting touches. It's a dumpster fire. It's been a dumpster fire in Cleveland.
So, your thoughts before we slide to the ACC football, the Falcons and the Bucks in the NFC South, because are the Saints at the race? Because one thing, I call the Saints fraud. That's one thing I learned. One thing I knew so far in the NFL, and one thing I didn't know in the NFL, I didn't see coming in the NFL. One thing I saw coming was the breakdown of the Saints. I knew they had 2-0 was fluff. I knew they spanked us plus 40.
Because Derek Carr, he'll give you 2 good games and he'll go give you 2 bad ones.
Yeah, I just knew it was fluff. Because number one, I still don't trust the coach in Dennis Allen.
Oh, Dennis Allen's terrible.
Right? And then...
And the defense is old.
Alvin Kamara.
He can play.
He could play,
He
but
can still play.
He's never had finished a whole season in all of his career.
They do kill him.
Right.
They do give him the Earl Campbell treatment.
And I like my man Taysom Hill. He's pretty good.
Nice guy.
But I knew him with Derek Carr. I knew they was fluff. And I told my my Saints fans, y'all gonna lose your next 3. You're not beating the Eagles. You're not beating the Falcons, and you damn sure ain't gonna beat the Chiefs.
Okay, something wrong with the Eagles. So let's be clear on that.
Yeah.
Something's off.
Yeah, the Eagles are not.
They're going down. They're becoming a dumpster fire.
Correct.
They're becoming one.
You can see
behind the scenes. I don't know what's going on.
It's a frustrate when you watch them play.
Body language.
You know they're better than this.
Yeah.
And you know something is wrong, but it hasn't gotten out yet. It's one of them things that's going to come out in the off season.
Yeah.
It's something off, whether it be the philosophy of the team, Jalen Hurts. Maybe they're getting tired of him in the locker room. Maybe they're maybe the voice in the locker room, who is the head coach. They're not buying it anymore.
I know that they've been stopped buying Sirianni. I think it was nuts trying to fire him last year.
Yeah.
But his decision, I
don't think they got over the collapse last year.
And I see what they're saying now because I don't know. Me and my Hassel was having a conversation. I don't know why these head coaches leave so many points on the board by continuing going for it on 4 downs.
Dan Campbell and Sirianni are
why are these coaches going for it on 4 downs?
Kevin Stefanski too for the Browns.
Well, why are they doing it so much?
Oh, I'll tell you.
I mean, they're doing it a lot.
These idiots from Yale over here telling you to go for it.
Analytics. And see, the problem is these teams,
but they could be winning.
They
games,
have a
though, Ron.
It doesn't matter. I'm telling you. You ask the question. I'm going to answer. I'm going to answer. You got this good. They have staffs of analytics. They pay for these people to help make these decisions.
Like consultants that come in your business.
Yes, exactly. So they have staffs that say in this situation, and they set up
instead of going
report,
for 3, an easy 3, that's your 27 yards out.
They got John Silverstein from Princeton in the front office working right now.
So that's crazy.
That's what I mean, and that's what happens.
So instead of kicking a 32-yard field goal, go for it on 4th and 3, 4th and 5. I'm like, what the hell are y'all doing? You leave important, so then they end up losing
by your own way, and then you lose by 3, and you could have tied and gone overtime. Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
I don't know why. I don't know what's going on in the NFL lately. You may be right because I see a lot of
people
coaches,
are overthinking.
They leaving
so many
geniuses. Yeah, they leaving so many points on the board by not going for it. By not kicking easy field goals.
It's like a 5-year-old playing Madden. They go for it every time.
But see, honestly, there's a connection there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's a connection there. By the way, fans seeing things, the excitement goes up. There's hot takes that can be made, like we're carrying right now.
That's crazy.
All of this is connected.
Dan Campbell's lost his team countless games going for it. I like Dan Campbell, but Lord, enough's enough.
So you're bound to kill on the Hurricanes. Miami Hurricanes in the whole ACC situation. Like, you think they got
They'll be in the
team?
Championship. Their schedule is not hard.
I know they got one ranked game, which is Louisville, but their next 3 is Cal, Louisville, who's ranked, and
game day is going to be a Cal.
Those bums
for the first time.
Seminoles.
I'll say this. They're not the U from 30 for 30.
Yeah,
they're not those cats.
But do you think they're back? Meaning what? To win
this
ACC?
Is the best team they've had in the past 20 years.
They're good.
Through 5 games?
They're good.
The bar is set low. They have a quarterback, which they hadn't had in 20 years.
Yeah.
And I think
So you think they will be one of the teams in the ACC championship?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. The thing is, you always have that one stinker of a game, but you pull it out.
Okay.
I think Miami's had that.
Yeah, last weekend.
Yes, I think they had that. And guess what? You have film the coaches can throw at those players. Because if you're blowing everybody out 40-0 with teams you ain't never heard of, and you just giving them $1 million check just to beat the brakes off of them, you get bad habits.
Right.
Now, when you lose, or you close to losing,
and
you get scared straight.
They did.
Now you got to listen to the coaches. Look here, this is what you did right here. See how you missed this block right here. You missed this assignment right here on defense. Here, you see where
we got all ACC games left. Starting last week, Virginia Tech, right?
So now those players are going, hey man, if we try and make a run for the playoffs, or maybe even a national title, we got to tighten it up.
Right.
So now that message gets across. So I think now they're not, like I said, they're not 30 for 30, ESPN.
We just talking about
1 and 2.
Year,
but for now,
game.
they're on their way.
ACC. I mean, Clemson did what they're supposed to do against Stafford.
I think it'll be Miami, Clemson.
You got 6-1. I'm talking about all conference records, by the way. You got 6 teams in ACC who are 1-0. You got one team who's 2-0, which is the Clemson Tigers,
Right.
and then you got State in the Hills, which all has one loss, and they still.
Boston College has played pretty well.
No, we're not talking about Boston.
I'm not saying they're going to contend for the championship.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
saying top to bottom, the conference. There's been some teams that have surprised some people.
Yeah, you was from the.
No, Q. I'm not.
NC State and the Hills are technically still in it, but they
No,
both
they
got.
ain't getting it.
They haven't been eliminated. They only got
They're
one
not
loss.
getting it.
I think it's one team gonna be in there with one loss.
Yeah,
think
I
one
agree
gonna
with
be
that.
in.
I
But
agree
you
with
said State and Hills, they.
Hell no. Duke ain't going to be there, and I'm a Duke fan. They're not going to be there. I think Clemson and Miami are the favorites.
Yeah.
U has a really easy schedule for their first ACC conference year. They got a shot.
Yeah. Okay.
If you really want to
So
throw a
still
dark
kinda
horse
wide
in
open.
there.
Give me
So
a-
there's chances.
All right, cool. All right, we're coming back more live with the QCB. Water line 704-227-8668. Got the expert and everything. Bartholomew Wilcox coming up. Who's that up there? What's going on up there? Top Dog, what's going on? We're coming back more live with the QCB. All right, get your wine on. Y'all, Ron is digging the music today. What's going on? What she wrote, man? What if they used to come on the club, man? About midnight, 1 in the morning. Oh, it was over. It was over. You never know what you're gonna hear about Waterline. Oh, you get your
What you
feel
gotta
on with
say?
that now. Oh yeah, you get your feel on. They loved it. When they gonna back it up to you? With that, they backing up.
They backing it up. You don't even know who the hell. You don't know her name.
Oh man, that's
But you know what that song is about though? Some hoe that had an abortion.
Oh, I get
Somebody
it.
break. You know how they do TikTok videos? They break it down for you.
Yeah,
Yep. I said, wow.
I didn't know that.
Yep. A ton of people didn't know.
Hold on.
Yeah, I got it. Well, that was my joint.
You know, you said the Raiders is one of the worst. I mean, the Dolphins are just as bad. I'm a Dolphins fan.
Y'all got an excuse though, Richie Rich.
No, man, we're
Y'all
cursed.
killed that
They're
boy.
cursed,
Y'all
man.
killed
They're
that boy.
cursed.
Y'all
The
killed
Dolphins
him.
are cursed.
Two of them. Yeah,
He's got to quit. I like Tua. He's got to get it up, man. It's over. It's not even clear see if it's he's he quit because he knows it.
I don't know about hanging her up.
Who was done? Those are massive concussions he got.
He looks like he was half dead on there, spasm and all kinds of stuff. Like he's foaming at the mouth dancing.
Oh yeah,
and another thing. Do you want to
Looks
live
like
when
he's
you're
having a
65 years old? We're looking at that now. Take your money and run. They're shaking like a
You
leaf.
gotta save that man from himself. Goddamn Tyler Hunt, quarterback.
They fucked him up in the previous years and whatnot. Put him parlay his ass out there with a damn concussion.
The week before he got a concussion, and then they said yes, and then he had one again. The week after.
They did. That's that given Sunday doctor James Woods saying, hey man, you gonna have to find a waiver. We're gonna let Sharp play it, man. Cap can't.
Quarterback, really fast. Also, the past wasn't just like the college team. Could be worse, I guess. Could be the Browns. They threw all the Sean Watson or what?
They're gonna find a way to get out there.
He's a serial rape.
They already.
He's never done it though, Ron. I mean, that was just stupid.
They're just trying to put panties in the seats.
The Browns fans show up regardless. They're one of those loyal fans, but they're just like the Raiders.
You gotta think like the owners. They don't care.
I'm saying though, Ron, they'll be butts in the seats regardless. They're butts in the seats for the Browns every game they got, even when they were 0-16.
Y'all think it's like people, in the media and all that stuff. You gotta think like them owners.
I'm thinking like I'm looking at the TV, Ron. Seeing that
You gotta think like them damn owners. You owners don't give a damn. Why you think that everybody be wilding out over Temple? Temple makes money. You
that's
get
your
your
business. I'm aware of that.
the Raiders. I know the Raiders ain't gonna be over there. They know the Raiders gonna show. That
Well, then
you gonna show up for
half the stadium's away fans because they're going on a bachelor party to Vegas.
From 4 to 6, right here on Fox Sports Radio Charlotte, brought to you by RBC Wealth Management.
Vegas easier. Let's go.
They lost to Jacksonville by 5. They lost to Dallas by 7. They got blown up by the Saints. They lost to the Panthers by 2. They got beat bad by the Eagles. They lost to the Falcons by 3. Skins by 7. Eagles by 3. They got blown up by Tennessee. They lost to the Colts playoff team by 1. Lost to the Cowboys again, playoff team division winner by 1. So he wasn't even doing garbage time. That's what I'm telling you. We'll be back for more of the QCB show, man. I know what the hell I'm talking about.
Check out live with the QCB Monday and Fridays, evening drive, 4 to 6, right here on Fox Sports Radio Charlotte, brought to you by RBC Wealth Management, #FaxOn.
This is Morgan Fogarty from WCCB News at 10 and The Edge, and you are listening to the one and only QCB on Fox Sports Radio Charlotte. This is the best sports show in the world. #FaxOnly.
All right, knock this off. I have been having a very bad day. Just got out of jail this morning. Already I have been shot at. I was on the bus that flipped over 17 times. Tried to stab me in the bathroom. And somebody blew up my Porsche.
Damn.
I am in a bad damn mood. Now, I usually don't jump in when somebody's getting beat down, but this man, Jack Cates, is going to help me straighten out the rest of my day. Now, I suggest y'all back up and let us go about our business.
Because you got a gun?
No, because I have a gun and I'll pop a cap in your ass.
I don't think you've got the guts to use it.
Anybody else want to live?
Good to my man Rachel Rich. Catch him on Saturday mornings on my man Ray Terry about your house, and on Mondays doing what happened on this day back in the day. Knocking them out today. And speaking of knocking them out, let's slide to the expert and everything, my man Bartholomew Wilcox, and see what he got going on. He was down on this Niners, said they want to make the playoffs. Let's see where he's at now. It's hard to convince to get this guy off the list. Once he's gone, he's gone. Let's see what he's talking about. Bartholomew Wilcox, the expert on everything. What's going on, sir?
You know what? I don't never call out my Twitter account, but like you do everybody else. Cock. First of all, you're trying to disturb me, so let's tell me, get you about the kind of business. Keep moving. He's going to keep grinding.
Bartholomew Wilcox, what's going on with you, man?
Keep moving. We're going to keep grinding. We're going to keep moving. We're going to keep grinding. We're going to keep moving. We're going to keep grinding, okay? And we're going to head over here. We'll meet back at 2,900 hours. Okay? All right. What's going on, buddy?
Cox, what the hell are you doing?
I'm in a undisclosed location, buddy. Doing a little black ops. It's rough out here, buddy. You got a good signal. You can hear me pretty good, buddy?
Yeah. Black ops.
Yeah. Black ops, buddy.
You know what? I'm not even finna indulge whatever you try to.
disrespectful, buddy. I'm fighting to make sure you safe, pal. Okay.
Well, you ought to be thanking Brock Purdy for passing 288 yards and Mason running for $123, and you guys are now 2-2 like my Cowboys and like Ron Agers, Vegas Raiders, by y'all taking care of business against the Patriots yesterday.
You almost made me do some friendly fire just now, buddy. Who gives a damn about them? Listen here.
Cox, you're 2-2.
Come on, buddy. I told you. Listen, it's over this year, pal. We're not making the playoffs.
I can't let you say that. I hear you saying it. I'm gonna keep fighting for y'all, man.
I mean, you know, I just get so tired of 49 and Kansas City, 49 and Kansas City, 49 and Kansas City. It's over. Let's get some new breeds, buddy. We're not going nowhere, pal. Okay, my quarterback is making $11 an hour. He's not making no money. You got everybody holding out, and everybody trying to come back. Now everybody play on the field. Then everybody, 3 days later, he's hurt. He walked off the field just fine, buddy. When did he get hurt? Okay?
Cox, we got 13 more games left, man. And y'all right behind the Seattle Sea. Are you not buying Seattle being 3-0, are you?
Yeah, I'm buying them. They look pretty good. They got a pretty good coach. They got the nice cohesiveness going on. I'm buying Seattle. I'm buying Minnesota. I'm buying buddy. Y'all in trouble, buddy. I'm buying the Commanders too, buddy. The Commanders.
I know they sitting on top of the NFC East, which I didn't see coming. I didn't think they'd be sitting 3-1, and I hate to say it, but I got to say it. We playing catch up to the Commanders, and we got the Pittsburgh Steelers coming up too.
And who y'all got after
that? Detroit. It's either Detroit. Oh, I got it right here. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers coming up. Then we got Detroit. Then we got San Francisco.
Oh, you hear that F-150 going over my head?
No. What are you doing, man?
Yeah, but listen, I think this year's gonna be. It's not gonna be the same old rerun story that we've been getting for the past 2-3 seasons. That's why it's so hard. Listen here, Patrick Mahomes, buddy. Don't get frustrated because you threw a pick, an interception, or turnover foul. Move out the way. You didn't destroy the number one receiver because you didn't try to do that push tackle that you done got your receiver going for the year, pal. That was ridiculous. Then you want to be so arrogant in the conversation. Yeah, next man up. It's cause of you.
Well, it's football, man. Yeah, I didn't even see that play, Cox. I didn't know did he get blocked into him? No.
He tried to do, buddy. I mean, what Rasheed Rice was right there was great to push him out of bounds. Then he gonna try to come over there and turn around and stick his butt out. And he done ran into Rasheed Rice's knee.
Well, that's unfortunate, but I mean, listen, the Chiefs are still one of the best teams in the AFC to me. But I see what you think. What's your thoughts on the Baltimore Ravens and what happened to Buffalo Bills last night?
That was shocking, but I really thought that people was disrespecting Buffalo. I mean, but it goes to show that other than the 49ers, but the teams do start slow and teams can get it together. And I think Buffalo, Baltimore, I like this switched out foul. I believe that the way they had to run, you had to realize, listen here, we got Derrick Henry, King Henry, but we got to give him the ball at least 25, 30 times a game. Okay, listen here. We got to stop playing that Pop Warner style with Lamar Jackson, buddy, and utilize what we got in the backfield. That way, Lamar Jackson can be fresh going into the playoffs. And I believe that was a statement game that they put up. I mean, I thought it'd be a lot closer, but Buffalo, oh my God, Jesus. So what was going on with y'all? Y'all was 3-0, pal?
Well, that was a big matchup. That's what these big matchups, you get these big matchups early in the NFL. I mean, Baltimore played Kansas City, in the first game, and then last night you had the Bills and Baltimore. So you get these kind of.
I like that, but I mean that was the whole shocking thing. You can lose, but show me some type of fight, right?
Hey man, that's how it go, man.
We need to have a discussion about this Josh Allen dude. They give him all this money, they give him all this media press, and what has this man accomplished? Because see, every time they take a shot at Dak Prescott, his name is the first one to come up.
It is. Well, that's true.
They bring up Josh Allen. Now he throws his fair share of interceptions. He makes sure, like big matchup games like last night, He tends to come up a little bit, just a little bit, not a whole lot, but just a little bit short. So what's the problem here? You are the face of the franchise. You are the quarterback. You're the guy that got all that money, and then you still continue to lay eggs. No,
Cox, that's Ron Akers, a Raiders fan.
Think about it. Only one quarterback gonna win every year, buddy. So we can go down the line about every quarterback that doesn't win a Super Bowl, but that's just what the going price rate is for for quarterback. Look what Dan got. What's the guy in the Giants? I mean,
Daniel Jones. That's the Giants, man.
That's gonna get the most money. So you're trying to compare.
I'm very, very sorry. We made a mistake. We should have just actually got together and worked hard to become a quarterback and just fall short and still get rich.
Well, that's the world of sports. You already know that. I mean,
but Daniel Jones didn't deserve that money. I mean, who's the general manager?
I agree.
Who's the general manager?
And you got Brock Purdy not even making $1 million yet, but he'd have been an NFC championship and a Super Bowl.
Well, it's still early. Well,
He's Mr. Irrelevant.
His money,
Daniel
Cox.
Jones was a top 10 pick.
His money's coming, Cox.
But held out, but he didn't hold out at all. He's going through his full contract. Next year he would be eligible because his contract would be up. You don't think if he would have held out last year, he wouldn't have got paid?
I don't know. I guess so because y'all ain't had nothing behind him, but his money issue is definitely coming. So we know his huge payday is coming. Josh Allen, what? Can you say what?
What if he breaks, he tears his kneecap?
Oh, come on, man.
You know he put that on players, man.
I'm just not.
We don't manifest it.
But Cox, let me tell you something. I'm saying. I hear what you're saying. If you get a crazy injury, I get it. But this day and age, people come back off horrific injuries more than they used to back in the day. I hear what you're saying, though. Maybe she got the money last year, but I don't think that's gonna happen as far as injury. Hopefully, it doesn't. And if he does, I think he'll come back. I mean, Cox, Cousins got $100 million, and he coming off an Achilles.
Derek Carr got a lot of money.
And he's starting to complain about why my man getting the money, the quarterbacks get paid. So you can't even talk about nothing like that. What Josh Allen got, because all of them make money.
Yeah, all that's what I'm saying.
But you know something. They don't get. I know all those quarterbacks don't get 24 hours coverage of how great they are, and they haven't accomplished.
Well, because he done went to some AFC Championship games,
but they lost.
You're on which I'm just telling you the reason why. We know the reason why. And then Josh Allen is.
You could say the same thing about Lamar Jackson.
Yeah,
he's a 2-time MVP.
Well, first of all, Josh Allen is 5-5 in the playoffs. Lamar Jackson's 2-4, and Brock Purdy's 4-2 in the playoffs. So you will. Hashtag facts on.
There's no come on. That guy's a 2-time MVP.
But he's 2-4 in the playoffs.
And it's really.
Now Cox right. He has to get better. We all know Lamar Jackson not going to get better. Him and Josh Allen got to play better in the postseason.
Absolutely. No question.
But that's it.
But I know one thing. I know Josh Allen always gets the chip and dip commercials. How come your boy can't get no marketing deals or endorsements?
Who?
Lamar Jackson.
He got Gatorade right now.
Yeah, last week. How many? Hey man, look here. Look.
Well, yeah, you heard? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't worry about it. Yo. Yeah. I mean, come on, bro. You're not making a rap video, pal. You don't know how to talk about it. Okay, this is what it is.
Man, I don't want to hear that.
Nah, it's something, yes.
You ain't gonna get no chips or hard but no Pepsi commercials, pal. Okay, this is what it is, buddy. You're gonna get what you got, okay?
and Lamar, just drink your Gatorade and throw a pass. Oh, the New Balance commercial, they don't even say nothing on there. But we got next or something like that. They barely
New Balance.
I'm just telling you.
This is a Baltimore local, but I'm pretty sure
exactly local. Exactly. My point is exactly. Okay, good. Local and national. Wow,
man, you crazy.
I'm gonna let you have that one.
Yeah. All right, let's start the waters.
We welcome into Sports Center the former #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world, Floyd Mayweather. Floyd, now it's time.
Hey, how you doing? I'm not no former #1 pound-for-pound fighter. I'm just saying I'm the best fighter in the sport of boxing.
Fox Sports Radio Charlotte presents.
I already forgot who I'm talking to. I'm talking to Brian Kenny, a guy who's never laced up gloves a day in his life, who don't know nothing about boxing. Am I gonna speak my piece or not?
Go ahead.
Okay, because you want to interview me.
It's live with the QCBs.
I ain't interviewing you. You want to talk to me. I don't worry about talking.
Floyd,
you want to talk
go ahead.
To me.
I'm waiting on you.
So De La Hoya wasn't bigger than Pacquiao when he fought him?
No, you got full credit for beating De La Hoya.
Answer the question.
You deserve that. You moved up.
Answer the question. Didn't I come from 125 pounds all the way to 154 pounds?
Yes, you
Answer
did.
the question.
Yes, you did.
Okay. I got to ask you another question.
Go ahead.
Have Pacquiao been knocked out twice? Answer the question.
Yeah, when he was like 112 pounds.
Just answer the question.
Because he turned pro when he was a teenager.
Did Pacquiao have he been knocked out twice? Now I want to ask you another question.
Go ahead.
Who's beat me?
Nobody's beaten you yet.
That's all I want to know.
The crying line.
Q, what's up, man? You sell. You doing well when you're in the ATL.
DGD.
Come down here and join me, brother. I've been trying to get you on down here in my suite to have a great time. Somebody thought them Falcons gonna lose. Yep. But you know what? They gonna keep on doing it. Who that? Who that? Who that like them Saints? DGD, don't give a damn. Come on, Q. Down here in my suite, brother. Trying to give you the opportunity to have a good time.
Cox, that's your boy DGD. If Falcons won another one, I just said before he came on the show, them Kirk Cousins keep telling them Falcon fans, hold on this Penix stuff. I'm still balling.
Yeah, man. These teams are looking. It's early in the year. It's some surprise teams right now, but we got to pay attention. It's still a long season, though.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big test against the Falcons. They playing the Bucks Thursday night, man. That's gonna be huge. That's gonna be huge. So that's gonna be something to look forward to. All right, let's go to the next one. Let's go.
Q McGee, president of the Secret Society. Hope you had a good weekend. A little disappointed in you, my brother. A little disappointed in you. Listened to the show for the past few weeks and not a whole lot mentioned about my ladies. So what I thought I'd do is just give you a little education today. Yesterday, didn't watch much football. Watched better basketball that was on. The Aces played the Liberty. Great game, my friend. Great game. Two ladies balled out. Asia Wilson, league MVP, averaging 26.9, 11.9 rebounds, 2.3 assists, 1.8 steals. Your boy knows his facts about his latest ball against Brianna Stewart. 20.4, 8.5, 3.5, and 1.7. Latest ball yesterday. Excellent game. Looking forward to Tuesday night. Then you had the Suns versus the Lynx. Another good game. Wasn't a whole lot of scoring, a lot of balanced scoring, but all around good game. Now, here comes my heartaches. I have no idea what the Chicago franchise is doing. Fine Witherspoon was a complete disaster. Don't know why. Don't understand it. You got two young players that you're trying to develop. Why would you get rid of the coach? Did you expect her to come in and get them to the playoffs the first year? That's highly unlikely. Well, end of that. Got two words for you, my friend. Two words, and you know. Roll Tide. Need me to say it a little bit louder. Roll Tide. Did you honestly think Georgia was going to come to Alabama and put something on Alabama? Yep. You got to be crazy. You got to be crazy. Now, Panther fans, what do you expect? What do you expect? Again, McGee, president of the Secret Society. Let's start supporting these ladies more. Let's start supporting these ladies more. All you guys talking about, you had friends you didn't know. I'm going to be one to go out there and say, I support the ladies basketball. I was there. The wife and I drove to Atlanta 3 times to see 3 Atlanta games. I'll admit to it. Excellent product. Roll Tide. Then the Secret Society out.
All right, I like that, my man McGee.
Need to get the button, brother. Let me tell you something, pal. Everybody loves the WNBA, but look at WNBA. Do not play. I don't. You better be out of the studio right now.
Now, McGee. Now listen. Now, I don't change my tune on the WNBA and all that. Get that? I don't watch one dribble during Sundays now. The NFL's on.
If you think I'm gonna watch the WNBA over the NFL, then just shoot me in the head.
Right.
I ain't maybe give them a Saturday, but the afternoon game. Something like that. Sunday is you are not. People have, listen here. Basketball, the NFL has took over Christmas from basketball, buddy, because they started to play on Christmas. You can't compete with those pals, okay? So
yeah, you can't. Yeah. Well, I definitely I give him a button because listen, we're not watching the WNBA over NFL. We're gonna do that. Now, stop it. Nah, y'all not. Y'all know.
Absolutely
stop
not.
it. Now McGee. Now, I like how McGee he's took ownership to being the president of the secret society of men who secretly been watching women's college and professional
Have you been to his
basketball,
bunker?
but never told his closest peers. I haven't, but I like that. I like how and he's embraced it.
But don't shame other people for not watching the WNBA. You can't come up here shaming people.
Well, you
can't go up in it. Well,
I've been watching it before all y'all.
Okay, you can't start that because the national look when the NBA make their schedules around the National Football League.
That tells you something.
That's all you need to know.
That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna come back and play the number one games on the radio. But McGee, I got to give you the button because you said you watch WNBA over the NFL, and we can't go that damn far. Oh, I like how he was. Yeah, let's go.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I've ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
That is the dumbest I have ever. By the way, when you're telling these little stories, here's a good idea. Have a point. It makes it so much more interesting for the listener.
Hi, Ray Terry here, host of About Your House, 8 to 11 a.m. every Saturday morning on Fox Sports Charlotte. Download the free app, stream it live everywhere, anywhere on the planet. On your browser, FoxSportsRadioCharlotte.com, YouTube Live, Facebook Live, About Your House Radio page every Saturday. This Saturday, National Design Mart, Tater Gibson, CEO of National Design Mart, Charlotte Branch, in the house, talking decorating. That's this Saturday, every Saturday, About Your House. Fox Sports Charlotte.
Hey, it's Mimi and Loren. September needs to be the month that you get Zero Resified. 3 fully carpeted rooms clean for just $129 and $100 off your air duct cleaning at Zero Res.
Call right now, 704-509-4488. Tell them Amy and Loren sent you, ZeroResCharlotte.com.
For the Bet365 studios, this is Fox Sports Radio Charlotte. Whatever the sport, whatever the moment, is nothing ordinary at Bet365. Details at Bet365.com. Fox Sports Radio Charlotte is your home for 2 pros and a cup of Joe. Weekday mornings from 6 to 9 a.m. Dan Patrick, 9 to noon, and The Herd with Colin Cowherd, noon to 3. Plus, every Monday and Friday, 4 to 6 p. is live and local with the QCB. Keep it on Fox Sports Radio Charlotte, and don't forget the free Fox Sports Radio Charlotte app at FoxSportsRadioCharlotte.com. Hey, it's your favorite QCB. And let me tell you about my fine folks at RBC Wealth Management. At RBC Wealth Management, we can help you accomplish your unique financial goals with a wide range of personalized products and services, including wealth management, credit, mortgages, insurance, and legacy planning. Let us help you plan for your life's necessities, achieve a comfortable lifestyle, and feel confident about your financial security in retirement. Contact RBC Wealth Management for a complimentary consultation. RBC Wealth Management, a division of RBC Capital Markets, LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, SIPC.
Yo, what's cracking? This your homeboy Ice Cube, and you know what you doing. You listening to the QCB show, Fox Sports Radio Charlotte. Oh, yay, yay.
I know you took the doll's head. Where is it? Where's the f***ing head? The kid is home, hysterical, because her doll, Judy, has been decapitated. Because you two sickos took the head for God knows what reason. Some voodoo you're doing. Where is it? Stop scratching your balls and tell me where it is. All right, just get me the head, all right? Get me the head, all right? Both of you, because I've had it, you four-eyed and you fat piece of Get me the head!
Welcome back now to QCB on Fox Sports Radio Charlotte. Fox.com. I got radio. Who said it? Let's go.
#1 game show on the radio. Who said it? Here's your host, Mr. I Could Never Be Toast. Mr. I'm So Nice With It. Mr. Easy Money, son. Mr. Me Whack, never that. It's QCB.
All right, here we go. We got 3 contestants for live. Our number 1 game show on the radio. Who said? I give out a quote and 3 multiple choice. And you simply tell me who said it. All right, let's go. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Ron, you do great at this game.
No, it don't.
All right, here we go. The first one. It's great to see these guys do what they did. Who said it? A, Clemson quarterback Cade Klubnik. B, Joe Burrow. Or C, Coach Prime Deion Sanders. Richard Rich, who said it's great to see what these guys do what they did?
I'm going to go A, Cade Klubnik.
I got him, write it down. Ron, who said it?
Going prime time, Deion Sanders.
All right. Cox, who said it's great to see these guys do what they did? Cade Klubnik, Joe Burrow, Coach Prime. Kate, all right, okay. Bam. Make sure I got it right, and I got to get the answers right. All right, Ron Akers, you said Coach Prime?
Yeah.
All right.
You must think I'm stupid.
Rich, you said Cade Klubnik.
Yeah.
Cox, you said Cade Klubnik. It was Cade Klubnik on his Tigers defense, how dominant they was against Stanford at Clemson's win. All right, let's go. Number 2. I did a spin move, and it was like in slow motion. Who said it? A, Kirk Cousins. B, Alabama wide receiver Ryan Williams. Or C, Niners running back Jordan Mason. Cox, who said I did a spin move and it was like in slow motion?
The young fingernail wearing Ryan guy.
Who, Ryan Williams out of Alabama? He do the painted nails too, like Caleb Williams. Oh, I ain't know that. All right, I got you. All right, who said it?
Ryan Williams.
Ryan Williams. Okay, all right.
I'm going to go Williams, too.
Three Ryan Williams. Yep, on this elusive move he did on that 75-yard touchdown.
You saw what he did to them defensive backs with that move. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was magic.
Stooges. It was nasty. All right, here we go.
They be making these Alabama quarterbacks look great because they have great talent around them. But it's perfect situation right now.
There you go. Here we go. Those are the kind of losses that rip your heart out. Who said it? A, Virginia Tech head coach Brett Pray. B, Saints head coach Dennis Allen. Or C, Alabama head coach Kalen DeBoer. Ron Akers, who said those are the kind of losses that rip your heart out?
That sounds like a college thing. A, I'm going with
A. Virginia Tech, Coach
Virginia
Pray.
Tech, yeah.
I mean, Coach
Pry.
Rich, who you got?
I got Pry also.
Coach Pry, all right. Cox, who you got? Coach Pry of Virginia Tech, Dennis Allen head coach, the Saints, Alabama head coach Kalen DeBoer. Who said those are the kind of losses that rip your heart out?
They won, buddy. Hey, you're an idiot for putting that in there. I'll say New Orleans, man.
Man, you could have been talking about the other team, getting them props. Who you say, the Saints? Okay, Ron Akers, you said Coach Pry.
You big, tall, big-tongued punk motherfucker. You a big-tongued idiot.
You said Coach Pry too, Rich, right?
Yeah, I did.
You dumb, stupid son of a bitch.
And that Cox said Coach Dennis Allen. It was Coach Allen after losing on. Yeah, that crazy field goal. Right. All right, last one. I'm so sick of these Jets being undisciplined as a team. Who said it? A, ESPN's Damian Woody, B, Rex Ryan, or C, Shannon Sharp? Richard Rich, who said I'm so sick of these Jets being undisciplined as a team?
I'm gonna go with Damian Woody.
All right. Richard, Ron Eggers, who you got?
Shannon Sharp.
All right. It's good guesses, man. All right, Cox, who you got? Who said I'm so sick of the Jets being an undisciplined team? Damian Woody. Oh, okay. Rex Ryan. Oh, man. Okay. All right, Cox, you said Rex Ryan.
You bastard.
What we at? My man Ron Eggers, you said Shannon Sharp. Okay.
You're stupid, okay? You're ignorant. You are a stupid, ignorant man.
Oh, man. My man Rich said ESPN's Damian Woody. It was Damian Woody on how bad the dang on Jets were. I mean, just how terrible they. And I said before, when he got hurt last year, the Jets weren't going to do that. But it's a long season. But hopefully they turn out and not make the playoffs because I can't stand what's going on with Aaron Rodgers. Real quick, I can't stand Aaron Rodgers. The Knicks trade.
Yes, in a shocker. It's amazing. Adrian Wojnarowski is not around and this happens. Karl Anthony Towns gets traded from the Minnesota Timberwolves to the New York Knicks for Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo.
It's good or bad?
But I think it's a kind of a wash. One, Minnesota probably cannot afford that contract of Karl Anthony Towns' first year of a $224 million deal. And Glenn Taylor's trying to sell that team anyway, so you know that what that
What
is.
about when him and Ant Edwards have built together and sending my Phoenix Suns home and everything?
Yeah, but with one Phoenix stinks. But I will say this: it's a great trade in a sense for New York because Julius Randle couldn't deal with the fact that it's Jalen Brunson's team now.
Yeah. The injuries messed him up, and he took over, right?
And Randle has had an off and on relationship with the New York media, fans, and coaches in his tenure there. Okay. And he wanted a new contract. I don't think they were going to give it to him.
Right.
And especially after Brunson gave back so much money for his deal in a discount, a hometown discount. So Randle it makes sense in that aspect. And let me tell you something. Karl Anthony Towns and Rudy Gobert was not going to work, and nobody wants Rudy Gobert, so that's what Minnesota was going to do. So it makes sense, but it's still a shocker nonetheless.
Cox, what do you think about the trade?
The Villanova crew, but getting the guy from the other guy from Villanova kind of even that out.
Mikal Bridges.
Having Catman there, that's unbelievable. Do you know what's up, man?
Well, Cox, on my Instagram page at Real QCB, E. Saunders said that was awesome, McGee, and he said, why not? It's not limitations on watching WNBA.
On the other 6 days.
Right, and he's one of the reasons I created the Secret Society of Men who secretly been watching women's basketball and not telling their closest peers, because he claims he's been watching them for years and he couldn't give me 5 regular season WNBA MVPs.
Well, did he watch any of them yesterday? I rest my case, brother.
There you go. All right, well, Cox, I appreciate it, man. We're finna get up out of here. My guys in the building, Ron Eggers and my man Richard Rich. Y'all hold it down. We'll see y'all right back here.
And wait, one more thing. Rest in peace, Dikembe Mutombo.
There you go.
Dies of brain cancer. Love on your loved ones. Call them up. Life is short, man, because nobody knew about it. It was kind of a shocker, too.
I don't know. I think it was like 50s?
58.
Wow.
Rest in peace, Oakland Athletics.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah.
You right? You all right?
Terrible. Oakland lost it all.
All right. Hold on.
Is WNKS FM HD2 Charlotte, WPEG FM HD2 Concord, WBAB FM HD2 Gastonia, WKQC FM HD2 Charlotte, Measley Media Group stations.
All right, well, you're right. Rest in peace, Dikembe Mutombo and the Oakland Athletics. They done too.
Oh yeah, they're done.
Yeah, up out of
I'm
here.
in Sacramento.
All right, well, we up out of here, man. Catch y'all Friday live with the QCB, Fox Sports Radio Charlotte. And make sure y'all be safe out there. I know the hurricane, was it Helene? Hurricane Helene came through. So if y'all want to go to a GoFundMe, go to www.gofundme.com/c/act/hurricane-Helene. And for the Appalachian State donation link, because App State got hit hard amongst other places. So make sure you support them in American Red Cross. You can text the word Helene, HELENE, to 90999 to make a donation. Again, American Red Cross, you can text the word Helene, HELENE, to 90999 to make a donation, man. And just keep everybody in your prayers. Drop some stuff over to Salvation Army, Samaritan's Purse. They locally ran out of Boone, North Carolina. But you can hit them up online too at SamaritanPurse.org. And make sure y'all just continue to support and pray for people out there who in worse situations than us right now. Just do it all year round. You feel bad about yourself. All right, we're up out of here. Y'all hold it down, all right? We gone. Kayla Kobe, take us home. We out.
I wanna talk sports with somebody. I wanna hear the facts from somebody. Yeah, talk sports with somebody. With somebody like QCB.
All right, do me a favor. You gotta get to me early. Because now I'm substitute teaching.
Look at you, boy. Besides sports talk, or live with the QCB,
Yes,
man.
man.
Also,
Yes, man.
friendly.
They just hired me. So yeah.
I've always thought that'd be a cool game.
You done it yet? Not yet. I just got hired.
I wonder what the age group is. What the age group?
Oh, you get to pick. You get to pick whatever school you're around. Send a pool.
Check out Live with the QCB, Mondays and Fridays, 4 to 6 on FoxSportsRadioShow.com or 104.7 HD Channel 2.
All these damn teachers be sleeping with their damn students.
Recently, the U.S. Navy delivered tons of
To
food
like
to
the
hungry people
online, the
halfway around the
paperwork to
world.
get through and all this stuff.
Oh, you saying to become a teacher?
Yeah, it's so much work.
Last week, a Navy
It takes weeks. It takes like when you tried to get me on last time. That's what I was doing. You gotta
right now, a Navy
get your
captain is
fingerprinting.
providing
You gotta do all this stuff. You go to the FBI.
Damn.
Yes.
I'm
like, what? So if you
a team of Navy Seabees will change a child's life by
so if
building
I
a
get you,
school
let's
in
just
an